This is our first inaugural blog post, so we're going to start with something we thought made the most sense to us: mounting a license plate frame on the back of a vehicle. A lot of videos on this already, but we thought, why not do one centered around some of the unique features of our product line. There's a lot of little nuances to the process a lot of people may not be aware of. Certain things too you should be thinking about when you do select your license plate frame, your plates, even your mounting hardware. One thing we're going to talk about in this little series to give you just an idea on when you select your license plate frame, a couple things to consider. Back of a vehicle is an extremely harsh environment. There's a lot of snow, sun, all sorts of things that could get in and detriment the appearance of this portion of the car. Selecting a license plate frame that is proven to live up to that condition is really an important choice. Stainless steel being the best in application for this. There's a lot of inferior products out there, but I think you'll agree the Kamizaska series is really the best there is on the marketplace in this application. When you're selecting your frame, we have three different styles. This one we call a semi-wide bottom. Has these little open corners on the bottom. This frame in particular is going to be good in about 47 to 48 US states. And the reason that this frame is good in all those applications is really because of the location of your registration tags. So in California, we have them in the upper corners. This frame is open on the upper corners. We do have a semi-wide bottom like this. We have a wide bottom that goes all the way across the bottom. Still good for use in California and a lot of states, but in those with registration tags down here, we would not recommend that. We also have what you call a slimline. Now that frame is going to be this equal thickness all the way around without this lower oblong area. Now, we do offer those with small graphics on the bottom, so don't fret. You still get to sport some of your OEM favorite names. Those states with the registration in here in this lower portion, or sometimes even with the state slogan, are going to be the ones you want to watch out for. So here we are in California. Luckily, we can use this semi-wide frame. For this application, we're going to be using the black finish. Nice powder coat finish, complements a lot of the trim on this particular vehicle. We also have the maintenance-free brush that you just saw. The polished mirror bright, looks just like chrome but doesn't have any of the pitfalls of chrome, and the black pearl. So first thing you're going to want to do, take and open your little hardware pack. This particular car, this is a 4-hole mount. A lot of vehicles out there are going to be a 2-hole mount. Really only your Germans are going to stick with the 4 holes. So we have a unique little system that'll help with that application on a 2-hole frame. We have what you call a little bumper spacer. That bumper spacer gets inserted into the bottom 2 holes of your plate. So you're going to want to take from the back, take the small side, and push that through with nice even pressure. Give it a little turn that helps that work through the hole, and it's going to fill that space nicely. Once you do one, repeat that for the other bottom mounting hole, giving that a nice little turn until it pops through. So 2 things that's going to do. That's going to create a nice little barrier in between your plate and your frame and your painted vehicle. So you don't want to mar any of this area or cause any damage. For the top 2 holes, we're going to do the same thing, except these are the little spacers with the temporary adhesive on the back. Now these have a hole in the center, obviously for your mounting hardware. You're going to want to remove that nice little liner and stick that on the back of your plate. Back of the plate should be nice and clean. At this point, it's really a nice opportunity to clean the back of your car. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of environmental impact back here, a lot of dirt and debris that build up underneath the plate. Good time to give that a nice clean. We would recommend a microfiber towel. So again, removing that little laminate off the back of the self-adhesive, using that to hold that against the back of the plate, and now your plate is really ready to be used with your frame. Again, we're using that nice semi-wide black powder coated frame. This frame and all of the Cam Ink frames have what you call a backside mounting tab. That's a nice little assistant for you when you're placing your plate into your frame. You're going to want to push that together just like so, and that's going to keep the bottom from falling out, so now you can handle it as one piece. Neat little trick, these spacers also create an anti-vibration barrier between the plate and the front of the frame. So as you can see, it doesn't make any noise anymore. So now that you're ready to go here, you really can go to your hardware. Now each Kamizaska frame includes a hardware hider that is a matching finish to your frame, this particular one being black. Now you're going to want to take your nice stainless steel screw, in this case, and place that through the hardware hider. When selecting your hardware for this application, it is really key to go with stainless steel. A lot of vehicles include a lesser steel. You can find stainless hardware at your local hardware store, or if you don't have one local, we also sell a little hardware kit. This includes most of the common sizes for vehicles out there. So here we have our stainless screw in our hardware hider. We're going to take that and insert that through the plate, through the frame, and through the backside spacer, just like so. Repeat that for the other side. So taking your hardware, putting it through your hardware hider. And if you were doing a 4-hole frame, you would again do that for the bottom 2 locations. So now that you got everything as a nice, neat little package, the back of your vehicle is nice and clean, you're ready to go ahead and mount your frame. Line up the holes with the top holes on the vehicle. It might help to get a little feel with the head of the screw. You also can pull one out. You can get a little sight on where that hole might be. A lot of different vehicles have different mounting applications, a lot of different brackets out there. Once you get that location, giving the screw a little turn by hand really helps line that up. And then get your screwdriver. Could be a Phillips head, could be a flat head, a lot of different applications. The hardware hider itself, that'll accept a screw up to a 1/2 inch size head. That should cover really most of the marketplace. There probably is still a couple applications where your screw is going to be larger, but in most cases, this hardware hider will work with your mounting hardware that was included with the vehicle. Or if you have the opportunity to get stainless, you can always pick something that will work with the hiders. Now, once you start to mount it on, don't tighten it yet. Every Cam Inc frame has slotted mounts, so you get some adjustment. You can make sure it's level. You can move the plate around slightly just to get it nice and level and really complete the look. So once you're happy with where it's at, hold everything in one place. Go ahead and tighten up one of the screws and then repeat for the second one. If this was a 4-hole mount, obviously you would do that for the bottom as well. Nice thing I like to do before you completely tighten it, turn the hardware hider at the same time until the top of the hardware hider is at the top of the frame. So do that for both sides. Nice symmetrical look, nice clean finish. Now you're ready. You can close that little lid, give it a nice firm pressure. When you hear it snap, you know it's good. And there you go. So that was our first video blog series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions on this process or on our product line, you can always reach out to us at camincUSA.com. Also visit our website at camincstore.com for any of these great accessories you saw here. We always like to hear from our fans, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon.